good morning here. We're out here with Appalachian ADV's Great Adventures Start Here tour rally. I'll get that right eventually. And we've met some new friends this weekend, and we're going to let you introduce yourselves because this is kind of cool.
Awesome.
Hi, I'm Sarah. This is Kiya. This is Alex, and we're of the Adventures of Blue Shepherd.
We run a distillery in Luray, Virginia. Started riding off-road a couple years ago. Got my wife Sarah into it. She's on a GS 750 now. And we got Kiya. She's a rescue about a year and a half ago. She came off the South Texas border, and she absolutely loves riding. She's got the perfect temperament. She's a trained service dog for me, so she goes everywhere with me. We ended up getting a custom Go Roughly canine cockpit built for her. This thing is a tank. She's ridden the Black Hills BDRX. She's ridden the Georgia Chattahoochee BDRX. And
she's more of a pro than we are.
She's got some miles.
She's been all over.
That's pretty exciting.
Not many dogs like her. She's a true angel. She's got a great temperament.
She's been awesome all weekend.
Yeah.
Like just friendly with everybody and checking everybody out, keeping an eye on wherever you go.
Oh yeah. Always watching me.
Exactly.
But,
so how long have you been riding?
Long enough that I should be better than I am.
We don't tell people that side. So you're a new rider too?
To an extent, yeah.
Okay.
I actually got my first, I had a Honda 50 when I was a little girl.
Yeah, fun.
And then I had a little Yamaha. And then we swapped to 3-wheelers, 4-wheelers, and then it kind of went away. And then I got my motorcycle license in college.
Nice.
Then I stopped riding for quite a while.
Oh, okay.
And then he wanted to get back. He
Nice,
wanted to get into
Yeah,
riding,
yeah.
and so I was like, "All right, let's do this." And a lot about what you talked about last night and on your cross adventuring videos about being a short woman on these adventure.
Yeah,
bikes.
You're not on a tiny bike.
Whole new challenge, and you really have to be comfortable.
Exactly.
Not being able to touch.
Yeah, we don't
and to
ever,
shift.
both of us ever flat foot both feet at one time. It just doesn't happen.
No.
You know, and on adventure rides, you're on uneven terrain all the time. You know, that gets sketchy out there.
It can. Momentum is our friend, like Kane talked about. Speed, time, distance. Momentum is your friend. My bike is factory lowered.
Oh, nice. Okay.
So it felt good when I got on it. We bought it, and now we just kind of go and modify it as needed.
That's great.
My goal is to be on a 1300 one day. We'll see. I need to get more comfortable on this with maneuvering and turning in tight places.
Good for you, though.
So,
that's great.
Goals.
So, when did you get back into it? A couple years ago, too?
I got my motorcycle license at 18. Went into the military, bought a Ducati Monster.
Of
had
course.
a blast.
Of course.
Drove all around. Ended up getting rid of that and getting a KLR 650.
Oh, fun.
It was super cool. It could go anywhere. And then it tried to kill me one day riding on the highway. Went into a high-speed wobble. And that kind of spooked me for a little while.
Yeah, a little bit.
I'm a mechanic myself, so I'm always trying to fix things. I couldn't figure out what was wrong. Something in the geometry of the bike was wrong, and it just would not get better. So I sold it. I kind of gave up riding.
Yeah.
And then I'm a firefighter paramedic as well. My buddies are like, he had a KLR. He's like, you got to get an adventure bike. And I was like, if I'm going to buy a bike, I want one straight from the dealer that I know nobody else has laid down and is messed up. And I was like, and I commute 2.5 hours each way. So I want something comfortable on the highway and can go here.
Yeah.
KLRs are kind of, or KTMs are a big dirt bike. This is kind of like a couch, as my buddies call it. They rip around and pull wheelies. I'm just comfortable all day long.
Nice.
So we bought this, I bought this in 22 and just keep modding it out to whatever the next adventure is.
And she's been on with you for how long now? A year?
A year. Yeah, this cockpit, we ordered it in January and I think it came in February, March.
So going into our second summer season
with her riding.
Now you got one, like you guys are really cool, but you got one other really cool thing going on.
Our distillery.
You have a distillery in Virginia.
In Luray, Virginia. We've got the Shenandoah National Park, the Shenandoah River, and the Luray Caverns. Those are our 3 big anchors. We're right on Main Street. We're a nano distillery making craft spirits. We do vodka, gin, rum, tequila, bourbon, single malt, rye whiskey, you name it. We
I
do a
lived
little
down
bit of
there for 20
everything.
years and you weren't there
No,
yet.
not yet.
We're only 2.5 years old in the
That's
distillery.
awesome. Nice.
I decided to leave my big city job, much to my wife's chagrin and our paycheck,
Yes.
to open up a distillery. I
What a
figured if
fun
you're going to do
angle.
something
Yeah.
dumb, do it while you're young.
Well, Luray is beautiful country. So,
It is.
We
yeah.
use all
very
local
fortunate.
ingredients.
Mhm.
Everything's made right in the back.
That's
And then we've kind
awesome.
of turned ourselves into a mixology bar with our own
Too fun.
spirits instead of a high production distillery, just
Mhm.
because that's what keeps the lights on.
Exactly.
That's all it's
exactly.
about with the small businesses.
Yeah.
Yep.
Keeping the employees paid and the lights on for
and
another
the,
day.
And the trip's rolling.
Exactly.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Well,
I
maybe
have a-
we'll find our way down
I
to visit
hope
you
so.
Please,
sometime.
yeah.
So tell us again the name of the distillery.
So the distillery is Blue Shepherd Spirits in Main Street on Luray, in Luray, Virginia.
Awesome.
And then if you want to follow us, The Adventures of Blue Shepherd,
yeah,
we
there
post
you go.
all of our motorcycle videos
Fun.
with Kiya. That's all everybody
Yeah.
likes
What's
to
your
see.
next trip?
That's a great. Well,
We
I'm
know.
trying to
we're
figure
going
that
to
out.
Yeah.
Utah
Okay.
to
Yes.
Grit Moto for some training.
Oh,
in
okay.
Park City,
Level 3
Utah.
class.
That'll be
out there.
beautiful.
Yep, yep.
Gorgeous.
He
My
has
my
a-
youngest is there right now. Not
Really?
there, but in Utah this weekend.
I'm going to go and
Nice.
hike, and
Nice.
we won it. Actually, I bid on the BDR auction,
Right.
the Grit Moto, and there's a Tanier.
Yes, they're going to put me on a T700, so that'll be an interesting
Nice.
experience. I'm
Oh, you'll
excited
have
to
a
ride it.
great
Mix it up a little
time. Awesome.
I don't think it'll handle Kiya as well, but
Well,
she'll
maybe
stay
not
home
for that
trip.
ride.
She won't be happy.
Well,
Getting
congratulations.
a June, so
Nice.
not too far away. We're excited.
That's great stuff.
Yeah.
Well, it's been a pleasure to ride with you this weekend and camp next to
Absolutely.
you and meet you. And
Likewise.
I'm sure we'll meet you at another event coming
I
and
hope
going
so.
here. So thanks for joining us
Likewise.
today.
Thank you
Thank
for
you,
having
Kiya.
us.
Yeah. Good luck with everything. Happy trails.
Likewise.